Welcome into the recap rush hour for Friday, April 14th. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by Chevy Drive, Chicago.com, your Chicagoland Chevy dealers. Folks, we start with football. Bears continue working on their pre-draft visits and getting their board set up and in making some calls and in reading the thoughts of Greg Gabriel, a 27-year executive in the NFL, listening to former two-time GM Mike Tannenbaum and others. These boards are not going to get set until maybe 3 or 4 days before the draft as they continue to gather intel. Will the Bears trade out of pick number 9? There certainly seems to be a lot of thought in the NFL that the Bears would prefer to trade out of pick 9. How far down they would go, I guess, depends on the package and remains to be seen. Also, I want your thoughts on this. Daniel Jeremiah, who I think does great work on the NFL Network. He's a former NFL scout and executive. He was on a podcast this week. He talked about the Bears at pick 9 and said that if Anthony Richardson is still on the board, the uber-talented, very raw Florida quarterback, he could see the Bears trading Justin Fields on draft night and picking Anthony Richardson. I think that's ludicrous. I don't see any scenario, A, that Richardson's there, but B, that the Bears would trade Justin Fields to roll their future with Anthony Richardson. I think they want Fields to be the guy, and if he isn't after this coming season, they'll have the draft capital to get one in next year's draft, whether Caleb Williams or Drake May, who are the top 2 guys on the board. I want your thoughts. Post them right here on YouTube. What do you think of what Daniel Jeremiah said? And if you haven't heard it, just do a quick search on Twitter, and you'll find Daniel Jeremiah on a podcast talking about the Bears trading Justin Fields. I don't believe it at all. Packers and Jets remain at a stalemate over the trade package that would be consummated if this deal goes down to send Rodgers to the Jets. Who has the leverage here? I believe the Jets have more leverage because they could go back and find a veteran arm somewhere that they could try and win with. Zach Wilson will get another chance. He was the number 2 overall pick. And there is no scenario that the Packers want to see Aaron roll in for minicamp and OTAs and have his $50 million salary on their books. What do you think? Post those comments right down below. I still say he ends up a Jet. Bulls and Heat tonight. You win, you move on and get the Bucks in round 1. You lose, bye-bye. Head off on vacation. The Bulls are 5.5-point underdogs. The game tips at 6 in South Florida. Also, Dallas Mavericks were fined $750,000 today for resting several key players in that season-ending loss. I think it was the next to last game for the Bulls. 115-112 Chicago win. Mavericks failed our fans and our league, said NBA Vice President and former star Joe Dumars. Cubs at Dodgers tonight at 9:10. Justin Steele gets the ball for the Cubs. And the White Sox host the Orioles. Mike Clevenger on the hill for the Chi Sox. We'll have recaps after all those games tonight. You have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend. I appreciate you greatly. Answer those questions, please. Post your comments. Take that.